This is All Access MMA.
My next guest is finally back in action next Saturday. Mike Trizano back here on the program. Mike, how's it going?
Going good, man. What's up with you?
Nothing much. Just doing some interviews. Happy to be talking to you. Before we get started, what's with the hair? I see you're growing it out a little bit. Is that like a Tiger Schulman's thing, or is it just a quarantine thing? What's going on with that?
We could call it the quarantine hair.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, I started growing it out in March as soon as it happened, and just kind of letting it flow.
That's good. Yeah, I like it. I think it fits up well. Look, no one likes to get injured. That's what happened in your last scheduled fight. But are you kind of feeling like there's a bit of a silver lining there with your opponent that you're supposed to face, Rafael Alvarez? Because, of course, when he fought, he was like 2 weight classes above. He missed weight like big time. So did that kind of make the fight a little bit better, just knowing you probably wouldn't have fought anyways?
Yeah, I mean, I was pissed. I wanted to fight regardless. But, I mean, seeing that happened, it was like, well, thank God I didn't do all that work and go all the way out there for nothing, you know?
Yeah.
So, yeah, kind of was a blessing in disguise, so to speak.
Yeah. Have you ever seen that before, a guy missing weight by that much, like even on a regional show or anything?
No, never. I mean, I had an amateur fight one time where a guy flew up from Florida to fight me, and he missed weight by like 7 pounds.
Right.
And I said yes, but the commission scrapped it. So,
yeah.
But other than that, I mean, nobody. That was the most weight ever by anybody.
Yeah,
So,
no, I know. It was breaking records, not in a good way. So it was an ankle injury, right, that took you out of that fight?
Yeah, I hurt it bad. Couldn't walk for a little bit, and yeah, it was just a terrible time. I mean, it happened like too close to the fight, and it is what it is.
When were you able to get back to training?
Took a couple weeks at least before I was able to start moving around on it, because I mean, I had a brace on it already, mm-hmm. and I think the brace actually made it hurt a little bit less. It would have I think if I had not had a brace on, my foot would have been in like another direction.
Oh, Jesus. Okay.
But I think it held it in place, because when I was laying down and when it happened, I was like, oh my God, I don't want to look at my leg. It was like one of those things.
Shoot. Okay. Yeah. Well, that's at least everything's good now. So I imagine this was the right time to take a fight, with the fact it's in May and you've had a bit of time to heal it up, right?
Yeah. Hell yeah. I'm ready to go.
Good stuff. Let's talk about your opponent here. 17-2 record. What do you know about him? How do you feel like you match up against him? I
think it's a great fight. He's a striker. I'm a striker. I'm ready for wherever the fight goes. I'm in the best shape of my life, and I'm excited to finally get back in there. I mean, the fight will be like exactly 2 years since I last fought. So
is it that long? Wow. Okay. Yeah, that's right. Yeah, I was trying to remember, because it was Grant Dawson was your last fight, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah, that's a long time to wait around. I definitely sympathize with you there. Another good thing is you got your buddy Shane Burgos. He's got his fight coming up, so that must be kind of good that you guys are kind of getting ready right around the same time, like, you know, a few weeks apart, obviously.
Yeah. Hell yeah. The gym's been just crazy, man. I mean, the energy level is all the way up. You know, we had a lot of amateur guys fight a couple weeks ago, and we had 3 guys go down to Florida and fight. We went 3-0, and it's just, you know, the atmosphere is booming right now.
Good stuff. And weight cut, I'm sure that's going well, because I know you've had 2 years off, so I'm sure you've had enough time to cut down, you know.
Oh yeah, I never miss.
Yeah, no, for sure. Who's going to be in your corner for this fight?
My coach Ron Schulman, my boxing coach Ray Velez, and Julio Arce.
Oh, nice. Good. How's Julio doing? I know he had an injury. Is he getting back into the swing of things, or what's the latest with him?
He's an animal, man. I mean, he's been helping me prepare for this fight the entire camp. I mean, Klein's a lefty, Julio's a lefty, so it was perfect.
Good stuff. Okay. How's this fight playing out on May 8th?
I'm getting the W. No matter how it happens, I'm going in there and I'm taking it.
2 years, we talked about there. That's a long time, but I'm sure you've had a chance to sort of assess where you're at now. What do you feel like you've improved on over the last 2 years? I know you're working on everything, but is there anything in particular either you're looking to showcase in the fight or something you feel like you've really improved on?
I mean, yeah, like you said, I just improved everywhere, man. I think it was like a necessary break, even though it's not what I wanted, but it was a blessing in disguise. You know, it was an opportunity for me to kind of sit back, and because I was so active up until that point, and you know, I was just able to improve on my striking, improve on my ground game, and just reinvent myself. And I'm just excited to get back in there, man. I miss it so much.
It sucks losing. Don't get me wrong. I mean, no one wants to lose at anything, but do you take a little bit knowing that Grant hasn't lost since you guys fought? Like, he's actually, you know, he's been on a nice winning streak since then. So at least that one loss, you're losing to a guy that, you know, looks pretty legit, right?
Yeah, hell yeah, man. I mean, I don't want to fight guys that are kind of just handed to me. You know, I want tough guys, and the majority of the guys are tough in the UFC. I mean, you're not going to get an easy fight when you're at this level. So, you know, when it's all said and done, I'm looking back on my career. I want to know that, all right, I didn't fight cans, you know. I want to fight guys that are legit. And look, I mean, Dawson's 5-0. Dude's on a tear. You know, I'm happy to say, you know, unfortunately I lost, and it pisses me off, and I would love to get it back. You know, it just has the competitive aspect of it, but you know, it's good to know that, you know, I didn't lose to nobody.
Yeah.
So
MLB season's back. Are you watching? I know you got this fight coming up. Are you keeping tabs and all that? Because I know you're a big baseball guy, right?
Yeah, honestly, like when either baseball or football's on and fighting, I usually pick baseball or football, to be
Interesting.
honest.
Okay. Yeah, no, I hear you, because you get it's fatigue, right? Like, you're used to, even me, like, I watch hockey when I'm not, you know, watching fights all the time, because I need that break sometimes, the mental break, you know? Yeah,
for sure. I've been trying to get into the Rangers a little bit, but it's been hard watching the Yankees, I'm not going to lie.
No, I know. Yeah, they've had sort of an off year and stuff.
They're starting to heat up, though. I mean, we've been doing a lot. I mean, we lost today, but it is what it is. You know, it's a long season, so they'll right the ship. Yeah.
You watching the NFL draft tonight?
Oh, hell yeah. We'll put that on. See what happens.
Yeah, no, it's going to be very interesting this year as well. And I guess, what's the status of going to games? Is that something that's still not happening? Because I don't know. It's different in every state, right?
Well, I could go to a Yankee game if I want. You know,
interesting.
They got. I mean, I think they're doing limited attendance, and then you have to have like either proof that you had the vaccine or a positive test within like 30 days of going, or not 30 days. I think it's like I'm sorry, not positive. You need a negative test.
No, I know. Yeah, negative test. You just need to show that you've had the vaccine.
I mean, there's a whole. It's honestly like a process, and at this point, like, I'm really not in the mood to even bother with it.
Well, and not just that, but why even risk it? Like, just in case someone slips through the cracks at the game, and then you've got this fight coming up, you don't want to, have any issues there, right? So I can
definitely
understand.
Wouldn't go during a fight camp. That's for sure. I usually don't go out at all during a fight camp. It's home, gym, work, gym, home, so that's pretty much it.
Plus, you got to have a beer when you're at the game, right? So.
Oh, yeah. A burger and a beer is what I've been dying for. Me and my fiance, that's what we're going for. As soon as I get back, we're going to get a real nice burger and a beer.
Do you have like a mom and pop place like near your place that you go to get burgers and beers? Are you a chain guy? Like what's on the menu after the fight?
We usually like to switch it up. I usually, especially during fight week, I'll do my research and I'll look up places.
Of course.
And that's because that's all I'm looking at is food all week.
Yeah, good stuff, man.
I'll do some research and find it. But there's a bunch of good places around here. So
good stuff. We're looking forward to this fight, man. May 8th, UFC Fight Night. Mike, appreciate the time as always. Just anyone you want to thank, any sponsors, any social media, I'll give you the last word.
Yeah, hell yeah. I mean, first of all, I want to thank my team for helping me prepare and just going through the whole process and the injuries and everything like that. They've really got me ready to fight, and I'm excited to get in there and represent. I want to thank my fiance for just sticking by me and dealing with me being a pain in the ass during fight camp. And family, friends, everybody that supports me. I'm going to go in there and give everybody a show, and I'm excited to represent New Jersey and Ramsey, my hometown. So let's go. And then I also want to thank NutriBio, fueling me through my fight camp, and all my guys at Edge Pro PT for healing me up and getting me fight ready.